No Country for Old Men has three main characters. We could categorize them as the hero represented by Ed Tom Bell, the anti-hero by Llewellyn Moss, and the villain by Anton Chigurh. In this video, I will be analyzing the villain, played by Javierbardem, one of the most ruthless ones in cinema, and a big part of what made this movie so iconic. Let's go along following every appearance he makes on the film, as well as most of the times he is mentioned to understand the true nature of an evil villain. From the first time we see Anton, danger is involved with his character, handcuffed and getting put into the back of a police car. His face is shown, but not clearly. The first time we get a good look at him is like this. Moments after he's introduced, the man commits a murder, and a few minutes later another. Initially, we don't know who he is and what he has done. The directors Joel and Ethan Coen only make one thing clear. He is a cold-blooded psychopath. It's not until the 20-minute mark that we see him again, with the car he stole in his last appearance stopping to get some gas. This is the first scene where we get some real dialogue out of him, and something is clear right away: killing is fun for him. His first two kills are understandable in a way. He had to escape from prison on the first, and needed a car on the second. It is true that he could have just stolen the car, and the fact that he killed the man already proves my point about how amused he gets by it. However, in this instance, he entertains the possibility of killing this man based on a simple fact that didn't set right with him, the man having inherited the store from his wife's dead parents.
You married into it.
Here, we see a twisted set of morals. He will be the judge of someone's life based on his own criteria. And as much as he might be ruthless, he also shows to stick to his word, because when he gives that poor man a chance to survive with a coin toss,
Call it.
when the man makes the right choice, he lets him live.
Well done.
Once again, after a long scene, we continue to know very little about our character. But not for long, because his next appearance will tell a lot about him. For that to happen, we need some background context. Our anti-hero, Llewellyn Moss, found a briefcase full of money in the desert. In the middle of what it appeared to be a deal gone wrong, a truck full of drugs, and several men shot to death. After getting the briefcase, he came back to give water to someone who was still alive. Some man showed up right at that moment and chased him down. He got away, but left his truck behind. Anton shows up with two men, asks about the truck, gets the plates from the vehicle, and a tracker from one of the men, and shoots them dead. Even though this is a small amount of information, we now know that he is probably the owner of the money, put a tracker on the briefcase, and is now going to look for it. Next up, he goes looking for Llewellyn in his house, and uses his bolt gun to break the locks. As he gets inside, we see that Llewellyn packed up and left. When he goes to get some more information, he encounters a woman, asks her where he works 3 times, and after she refuses to answer, he most likely doesn't kill or torture her for the information, because she is not alone, and it would drive attention. A few things regarding his personality are shown here. He's not reckless to the point of killing somebody that is going to put him in danger of getting caught, especially if it is someone he doesn't need to kill. His lack of social skills are another characteristic. Possibly with some small talk he could have been able to get something out of her, but he doesn't possess that ability, or has the patience for it. After the tracker leads him to the money in a hotel room, Anton starts to plan how to approach it. And here, we see another strong point of his character: intelligence. The money is in room 138, so he gets the room 130 a few doors down in the same hallway. As soon as he gets in it, he rehearses his entry for later, busting the door open and turning on the light. After that, he studies the room, the size of the place, the thickness of the wall, then takes off his boots, grabs a shotgun with a silencer, his bolt gun, and goes to work. As he opens the door, we see that he was set up. Llewellyn got the room number 38, which is behind the room 138, and put the briefcase on the vents that are accessible from both rooms. He also hired 3 men to ambush whoever came looking for the money. Anton ends up killing the 3 men and proceeds to look for the money until he finds the marks of the briefcase on the vents. 46 minutes into the movie, and we hear our villain's name for the first time.
You know Anton Chigurh by sight, is that correct?
Yes, sir, I know him every which way.
The two men we haven't met yet talk about tracking him and the money down. A while later, Anton once again has found Llewellyn. This time, we only follow our anti-hero's point of view. He had given some money for the man in the reception to inform him in case anyone else checked into the motel that night. But after Llewellyn finds the tracker in the middle of the bills, he calls to the reception and no one answers. He gets ready for the confrontation instead of running. Anton shows once again how smart he is by turning off the light that was making a shadow off him underneath the door. So far, we see Anton have a great success rate. He didn't get the money yet, but has tracked it down twice, and throughout several confrontations has gotten away unharmed until now. For most of this face-off, he stays one step ahead, cuts off Llewellyn on 2 different occasions, but this time he got caught with his guard down and got away alive but injured. The sequence where he takes care of his injuries is really something. Anton blows up a car in front of a pharmacy to go behind the counter and get all the medical supplies he needs to treat his injuries. This scene is followed by him coming close to performing surgery on himself in a chilling way. His next appearance is checkmate as soon as he shows up on screen, coming up behind Carson, the man who is trying to track down the money, as he is unaware of his presence, carrying his shotgun with the silencer and limping. They both sit down in a hotel room. As Anton points his gun at him, Carson says the phrase,
You don't have to do this.
which, combined with the fact that he tries to bribe him and then offers to get him the briefcase, comes to Anton as undignified, a man whose fate has already been decided, begging for his life.
You should admit your situation. There would be more dignity in it.
Carson questions Anton's sanity, if he's aware of it.
Do you have any idea how crazy you are?
His psychotic nature is a recurring theme that keeps people pondering about it. After killing Carson, he answers the phone and talks to Llewellyn. At this moment, we see how far ahead Anton is. He knows where he and his wife are, and Llewellyn is not only lost in the conversation, but this scene shows once more just how much he is in over his head. Anton makes a deal to spare his wife if he surrenders, but won't spare him.
You bring me the money and I'll let her go. Otherwise, she's accountable. Same as you. That's the best deal you're gonna get. I won't tell you can save yourself, because you can't.
To which Llewellyn angrily declines. As we see Carson's blood coming up to Anton's boots, he gets them away from it by putting them on the bed, which poses the question, in that hotel shootout, did he take off his boots to be quiet or just didn't want to get them dirty? After that, Anton pays a visit to the man who hired Carson and kills him. Another man is there, and something fascinating happens. The man asks,
You going to shoot me?
Anton answers,
That depends. Do you see me?
For a normal person, that could be interpreted as a hint. If you don't tell anybody you saw me, I'll let you live. But I don't think this is the case, with the twisted set of morals of Anton. I'm certain that was a rhetorical question. If you are seeing him, of course he is going to kill you. He already committed one murder. What would be the point of leaving a witness? However, Joel and Ethan Coen decide not to show his death to build some ambiguity. And this vibe continues as his car stops working and he's shown cleaning the chicken feathers off the back of the car from the men who stopped to help him. In an anticlimactic break of expectation, Llewellyn's death happens off camera, and we are not sure who killed him. We see some men leave and hear machine gun shots. Later on that day, the sheriff Tom Bell goes back to the crime scene. We see that the door has been opened with a bolt gun, and see Anton waiting in the bathroom. Most likely he didn't kill Llewellyn, but went there to get the money. In his final appearance, Anton goes on to tie one more loose end, Carla Jean. After her mother's funeral, she goes back home and sees an open window. Anton is waiting for her. This scene really ties it all up. First, the set of principles of Anton, keeping his word to Llewellyn.
Your husband had the opportunity to save you. Instead, he used you to try to save himself.
Second, people questioning how he has to be crazy to have them.
I knowed you was crazy when I saw you sitting there. I knowed exactly what was in store for me.
Third, the coin metaphor, a chance he gives some of the victims he doesn't necessarily need to kill, also a parallel of him being there by chance.
I got here the same way the coin did.
The coin could be in another place entirely. There are millions of them, just the same as us humans. Another person could have found his money, and he would have been after them. It all happens randomly. Fourth, the completion of the boots metaphor. Following the ambiguous ambience the directors are bringing to the third act of the movie, we don't see Anton kill Carla Jean, but we do see one thing: him checking his boots for blood after getting out of the house. That, to me, is their way to tell us he murdered her without showing it, since this same pattern is shown to us twice before. The send-off to our character is a great one. In a random car accident, he faces a final chance to get caught, but gets away with a broken arm and on to take care of himself another time before continuing the cycle. The combination of several factors made Anton Chigurh a great villain, but one in particular comes to mind: evil. From his perspective, it wouldn't seem that way. He is just following his own rules. Whatever casualty it happens is justifiable. But for us, it's truly frightening to see how little value he gives to human life, and all his other characteristics, such as intelligence and determination, only make his evil nature flourish into a chilling and murderer's psychopath.